And tonight on a great American panel, he's worked on 3 U.S. presidential campaigns, dozens of Senate, gubernatorial, mayoral campaigns all across the country. Democratic strategist Steve McMahon is here. She, a New York Daily News columnist, Fox News contributor, the one and only Andrea Tantaros. And he is Don Imus's longtime radio producer. The one and only Cardinal Bernard McGurk is back with us.
Hannity, my brother.
Be Jesus.
Be Jesus.
You haven't done this lately. What's up?
No, the I-Man is not up for it.
Oh, all right.
Anyway, you look good, Sean. You were just telling us.
Does he look great? He's lost 7 pounds.
All right. I haven't lost 7 pounds.
Yes. You look very handsome.
Thank you.
You look amazing.
How did you do it?
Weight Watchers.
I can't
even endorse it.
He said you told us off the air you were watching your points. I mean.
Yeah, they got a point system, and I eat their dinners.
I can't believe what I'm hearing here. You lost you're counting, you're checking your points. You were like a Big Mac and fries and not even a Diet Coke.
As soon as I get rid of the weight, I'm going right back to it. I miss it. I crave it.
You know a guy.
You're bad. All right, President Obama joking about pirates who killed Americans. Listen to this.
And in between, we dealt with pirates. And you remember pirates? H1N1 and an oil spill and locusts. We dealt with H1N1 and an oil spill and pirates. You remember pirates? Golly. Thomas Jefferson had to deal with pirates. I thought we were past that.
Reaction?
Well, look, I guess it was inappropriate, but after he killed bin Laden, as they said on Saturday Night Live, he's got his new confidence, a new cockiness, and witness the snotty comments he made about the border down there with the moats and the alligators. Then he has this lowlife poet to the White House, which I'm sure he wouldn't have done if he didn't think he had the capital to squander after he killed bin Laden. And then, of course, now he's selling Israel out and he's making jokes about Americans getting killed by pirates, and it's not right.
Yeah, I mean, he's not Chris Rock, okay? Don't quit the day job. You're not a comedian. You're not that good at it. Well, he's not actually that great at being president either, but I think he just doesn't understand the role of the president, what's inappropriate and what's appropriate in those settings. That could be a joke for a card game or bowling night, but not when you're making a speech. Even H1N1, people die over bird flu. What's so funny about the Gulf oil spill? He didn't seem to think it was so funny before. It's just, he just doesn't understand protocol at all.
Not surprisingly, I have a slightly different view.
What a shock.
Listen, I thought what you'd be objecting to, Sean, is he was comparing himself to Thomas Jefferson because they both had to deal with pirates. But the fact is, there's a long list of things that this president has had to deal with, and he was reciting some of those things. And
he was joking about it.
Well, and you know who gets the joke? The pirates get the joke because he's killed pirates, and they've gone after the pirates. They've arrested pirates. A pirate, in fact, was just sentenced to 33 years just a few months ago.
This isn't Johnny Depp.
Would you make fun of terror victims? No, you wouldn't. I mean, you wouldn't crack jokes about it. Let's put it that. Crack jokes about it.
Hold on, Bernard. He's not making fun of the victims. He's not making fun, really, of anybody. He's saying Thomas Jefferson dealt with pirates, and here we are 209 years later, and we're still dealing with pirates. But the way he dealt with pirates was different than the way the previous president dealt with pirates. He killed them. He did. He's killed.
This is not Johnny Depp. Okay.
Guess what?
This is serious issues. And the SEALs killed him. The SEALs again helped the president
running around off Cape Horn.
But wait a minute. Hang on one second.
Administration.
Bin Laden. You realize Bin Laden would still be alive today, but for enhanced interrogations, rendition, black sites, and the very policies he imposed.
But for the fact that this president went
No. I acknowledge he gave the order, which I think was the right thing to do. But can you acknowledge it wouldn't have happened because we wouldn't have had the intelligence but for George Bush?
Here's what I can acknowledge.
You can't do it, can you? You cannot spit the words out.
I'm not going to say that torture did it, but I will say
that enhanced interrogations do it?
That there was a long list of intelligence successes.
And Bush deserves a lot of credit.
I don't think torture was among them, and I don't think torture was necessary.
Does Bush deserve any credit?
It's not even debatable. It's not even debatable.
They can't admit
Bush deserves credit. Yes, absolutely, Bush deserves credit.
Does
torture deserve any credit? Absolutely not.
All right, we got to take a quick break. We'll come back. We're going to show you the Granny ad, Granny being thrown over the cliff. And we'll get your reaction on that coming up. And by the way, Arnold Schwarzenegger's in trouble. Maria Shriver hired a high-priced attorney. More of the Great American Panel right after the break. You know, I shouldn't have you on the program. You're not. You
I'm just making an observation.
go ahead. Do you want to share with everybody?
Well, we were just talking about Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Right.
I mean,
and what was the headline in the New York Post?
the headline was they call him the sperminator, and you know, that, the inseminator, and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
And we all knew that steroids shrinks your gonads, but we didn't know that it shrinks your brain. Apparently, that's the. I mean, this guy has mic'd the situation stupid. Yeah. This Arnold Schwarzenegger. I mean, at this, he makes Elliot Spitzer look responsible. This is just unbelievable.
Well, he might have a cable future, and you know.
We were saying about
cable in his future.
the housekeepers. He's not a complete innocent. He's the big smart governor.
Wait, I disagree. Look, I blame her a little bit, but he's the one that walked down the aisle, said, "I promise to love, honor, cherish, be faithful to, forsake all others, good times, bad, and all that stuff." Right?
You know what, though? There's a discussion among women now that are asking how many of these political wives, and I'm not alleging that Shriver knew, but how many of them do know? Women, a lot of them know their husbands. They hear the rumors. And a lot of them turn the other cheek because they like the power.
Maybe she knew he flirted.
I mean, Sean, he's trying to say, "I'll be back." And she's saying, "No, you're not." And now she's reconsidering. The most recent articles, the articles that your staff sent around as research.
I didn't see it.
She isn't sure if she wants a divorce.
She hired a high-profile defense attorney.
Maybe she's planning to kill him.
No, she's not sure if she actually wants a divorce. She did interviews with the CBS Morning Show.
And you see, that's what I get for not watching the mainstream
So
media.
maybe she was in on it.
When have they ever been right anyway? So
I know I'm going to take heat for it, but I'm just saying, women always ask.
What indication is that she knew?
Did Silda Spitzer know? Why do these women stand by their man?
You know what? I think people do rotten things and betray people, and they don't know.
Well, one of the most.
I think that's true, but I don't think that's always true.
Now, when you work for Ted Kennedy, and there was a Howie Carr column, and the headline in the paper today was, "Now he's finally truly a Kennedy."
Oh,
Howie Carr. Don't get me started on Howie Carr.
I don't know. It was pretty funny,
listen,
actually.
but I think you're right. Arnold's the one that walked down the aisle, and you know, if Maria stays with him, I presume there's only one reason, or there are three reasons: they're children. And that's the decision that, unfortunately,
maybe a fourth reason. Maybe she really wants to forgive him and loves him. I mean, you know, I never criticize Hillary for staying with Bill Clinton. That's her decision.
That's
well,
right.
You know, another distasteful aspect is a lot of people are seizing on the housekeeper's looks, Jimmy Kimmel and all of that stuff. Like I can't believe Arnold. And I won't go down that road, but I will say this. There is hope for the Joy Behars of the world. I will say that.
Well, after a lot of her remarks, she's opened herself up. All right, let's look at this Democratic ad. Granny being thrown off the cliff. Let's watch this. Republican wants to eliminate Medicare. Everybody 55 and older under the Ryan plan gets Medicare.
What about
this?
The
Is a lot.
after that? What about the people after
there's
that?
restructuring the system so that they can save it from bankruptcy.
Vouchers.
So,
turning it into a voucher.
No, they're not. They're turning it in. They're going to turn it over to the states, and the states will take care of it.
Right. And how do you think Mississippi is going to take care of the people who live in Mississippi?
What do you think? Would they want people to do? They want to throw grandma over the cliff, Steve?
No, listen. I'm not going to defend the ad, but I will defend the point that the ad's making. The Republican plan privatizes Medicare. It gives
that is the biggest lie. And what viewers need to look up is the IPAB, the rationing panel that is part of Barack Obama's plan. The 15 unelected bureaucrats that are going to make decisions about care. Look it up. It's true. And really, this is the most scandalous thing. Talk about pushing Granny off a cliff.
He's got a funny line. I can tell.
I thought it was. I thought it was the Democrats doing something to Nancy Pelosi when I first saw that. She's so.
I thought you were going to say it was Joy Behar again.
No, Arnold's other girlfriend.
We're out of time. That's all the time we have left. Greta's next. Thanks for being with us. See you tomorrow night.